Oh, no. No strips for pores? Triple cleansing? And high strength retinol. All for your pores? If you watched even one of those videos, this is the one you should have seen instead. You know the oddly satisfying nose strips that yank out blackheads? Or those endless videos promising smaller, tighter pores from using just one cream? Makes you want to buy it, right? So we buy it, we try it, we put in the effort to take care of our skin. And what happens? Bigger pores, more oil, and yeah, breakouts. And that was me. Before I realized that the way I was doing pore skincare was actually what was ruining them. Back in middle school, I saw those same posts online. I totally bought into it. I used to use nose strips all the time, thinking it would help my oily skin. I even washed my face 3 times a day. But those strips, they just left my pores stretched out. And that squeaky clean feeling, that was my skin barrier breaking down. I kept chasing the next miracle product, but all I did was keep my skin stuck in a bad cycle. Now though, I can say this for sure. A lot of what we've been told about pore care, it's either scientifically wrong or it's actually making your pores worse. So in this video, I'm breaking it all down. Why those common routines are damaging your skin and what actually works based on your specific pore type. I'll break it all down properly based on everything I've learned about pores so far and from working at a skincare lab here in Korea. Number 1. O-type pores. Alright. Let's start with the most common kind, O-shaped pores. If you have ever looked up close in the mirror at your nose or forehead and seen small round dots scatter like little craters, yeah, that's what we call O-type pores. Basically, they form when oil and dead skin keep piling up, causing your pores to stretch open. You'll mostly see those around your T-zone, your nose, between your brows, and forehead. They are super common if you've got oily skin because that's where your oil glands are most active. But here's where things go wrong. That oil sits in your pores and hardens. And the more you try to rip it out with nose strips or your fingers, yeah, that satisfying feeling we all love, the more the pores stretch out permanently into that round O shape. If you've ever said,
"It just feels so satisfying to pull them out. I can't stop."
well, that satisfaction might be the exact reason your pores keep getting worse. Yikes. With O-type pores, controlling oil production is key. You might need to regulate sebum, gently melt away the buildup of oil and dead skin, and after cleansing, focus on calming and hydrating the skin to help your pores tighten back up. At the skincare labs and dermatology clinics I work with here in Korea, these are the 4 steps they usually recommend. Step 1. Use a pH balanced cleanser to protect your skin barrier after washing. If you've got oily skin, it's super important not to mess up with your skin's natural pH after cleansing. Your skin is happiest and oil production stays most balanced when it stays slightly acidic around pH 4.5 to 5.5. So always look for a cleanser that says pH balanced or low pH on the label. Wondering how to tell if your cleanser is slightly acidic? Here's a quick tip. If you see ingredients that end in acid, chances are it's formulated to be mildly acidic. For example, citric acid, lactic acid, malic acid, tartaric acid. When you spot these in the ingredient list, there's a good chance the brand intentionally adjusted the formula to stay in that healthy pH range. But don't assume everything with acid in the name is gentle. Some like ascorbic acid, vitamin C, salicylic acid can be a lot stronger and have a much lower pH, so they might not be pH balanced even though the name sounds similar. You can also look for gentle surfactants. That's another good sign it's a low pH product. Most pH balanced cleansers skip harsh soaps or sulfates and instead use amino acid-based surfactants. Some common ones are cocoyl glutamate, lauryl glutamate, sodium cocoyl isocyanate. These ingredients are super gentle on your skin barrier, but still do a solid cleansing job without stripping. Now, if all that sounds too much work to remember, here's the easy route. Just look for pH 5.5 or pH balanced on the label. That usually means the product's been adjusted to match your skin's natural pH range, even if it's not in the full ingredient list. You'll often see it printed right on the top of the packaging or in the product details online. Still sound a bit overwhelming? Don't worry, just screenshot the next part. If a product matches 2 out of these 3, it's probably pH balanced. If it checks all three, then yeah, you're almost definitely looking at a low pH cleanser.
Quick notice, if your skincare routine still feels confusing, I made something that could help. It's a Skincare 101 guide, my way of organizing all the scattered, often wrong advice I saw online. It helped me stop overthinking and start doing the basics right. I added a few limited time bonuses, hydration recipes, collagen and vitamin guide, and more. They're not forever, they're for the first 11 people every Monday. Links in the comments if you're interested. Now let's get back to the video.
All right, now that we've covered cleansing, now let's move on to the second step. Use a toner or ampoule with BHA, salicylic acid, to gently melt away the oil and dead skin trapped on your pores. The recommended concentration is 0.5% to 2% salicylic acid. Right after you wash your face, your skin's pH is slightly lower, and your outer layer is soft from the moisture, which means BHA can really get in there, deep into your pores, and break down excessive oil and blackheads more effectively. Quick tip, after applying BHA, don't rush into the next product. Give it at least a minute to absorb. That time lets the salicylic acid actually work on the sebum and dead skin inside your pores. If you got sensitive or dry skin, it's a good idea to follow up with a hydrating mist or a hyaluronic acid ampoule to smooth the skin and buffer any irritation. Third step, use a niacinamide serum, 2 to 5%. Once BHA has cleared out your pores, now it's time to keep them from getting clogged again by regulating oil production. That's where niacinamide, vitamin B3, comes in. Stick to 2 to 5% concentration. It's gentle enough for daily or every other day use at night when applied to O-type pores, like your oily T-zones or around your nose. It helps reduce excessive oil, supports firmer looking pore walls, and makes pores look less noticeable overall. But is niacinamide enough? That's when people start reaching for retinol. I know you've probably seen all those trending skincare videos on social media when people dot retinol all over their face, claiming it shrinks pores. So you might be wondering,
Wait, is retinol bad for pores then?
not exactly. Retinol or other retinoids are vitamin A derivatives that boost skin cell turnover and help with collagen production. That means they can help with U-shaped pores, the ones that are stretched out from loss of firmness. But for O-shaped oily type pores, retinol doesn't really do much directly. And if your skin gets irritated, it can actually trigger more oil production. We'll talk more about enlarged pores caused by sagging in just a bit. Step 4. Let's finish things off right. Use a lightweight gel type moisturizer to lock everything in. Now this is the part where a lot of people mess up when it comes to pore care. Choosing the wrong kind of moisturizer.
I know I need to moisturize, but I'm scared anything too oily will clog my pores. What can I use that won't make me greasy or break me out?
Especially for those of you with O-type pores around your T-zone, using the wrong kind of cream can start a whole cycle of clogged pores, overactive oil production, and breakouts. So here's what works best: a light gel-based moisturizer that doesn't feel heavy, something non-comedogenic, which means it won't clog your pores. Look for ingredients like hyaluronic acid, panthenol, or allantonin. They hydrate and soothe without being greasy. Number 2, U-type pores. Ever looked in the mirror and thought,
I don't even have oily skin, so why do my pores still look huge?
or maybe
Your makeup never sits right around your cheeks, and that area seems to be sinking in or sagging a bit.
if that sounds familiar, you might be dealing with U-shaped pores. These aren't caused by oil or clogged sebum. They're caused by a loss of skin firmness and lack of moisture. As we age or after long-term exposure to things like sun, dryness, or friction, our skin's collagen and elastin break down. That structure inside the skin starts to collapse, and the pores begin to look like they're being pulled downward along with the sagging skin. And here's what a lot of people do wrong. They assume their skin is underfed and start piling on heavy creams or facial oils. But that can actually make things worse. It can weigh your skin down, trap heat and oil, and throw off your skin's balance. So let me break it down and give you just the essentials for how to deal with U-type pores the right way. When it comes to U-type pores, the first thing you want to do is step 1. boost collagen production, and help your skin regain elasticity. Start by balancing your pH with a gentle cleanser and toner. Then go in with a vitamin C serum, 10 to 20%, focusing on the cheeks and lower U-zone. If you use it in the morning, even better. Vitamin C acts as the antioxidant shield that helps neutralize free radicals caused by sun exposure. But don't forget SPF 30 or higher is a must whenever you're using vitamin C during the day. Step 2. Layering on hydration deeply. A lot of people with U-type pores have what we call dehydrated, oily skin. It looks shiny on the outside, but on the inside, it's super dry. In that case, you don't need more oil. You need more water. Go for hydrating ingredients like hyaluronic acid or panthenol and apply them in layers, ampoule, mist, gel cream. Keep each layer thin, and this way your skin will feel light but fully hydrated, which is key to helping sagging pores appear tighter and more lifted. Step 3. Time to talk retinol or retinoids. For U-type pores, retinol is actually recommended. You've probably heard this before, but here's why it works. It speeds up skin cell turnover and encourages collagen production, which helps rebuild the structure underneath your skin and lift sagging areas from within. Now, since retinol can be a bit harsh for some people, start slow. Use it 2 to 3 times a week at night. Always pair it with a hydrating ampoule or calming mist beforehand, and apply just a small amount to start. I got a short video with a top retinol tips that I'll link at the end. Number 3 is combo type pores. O-type in the T-zone and U-type in the U-zone. Finally, let's talk about combination pores. This is when you've got both O-type and U-type pores on the same face, which honestly is super common and yeah, kind of tricky to manage. You'll usually see these if your nose and forehead are shiny and oily, while your cheeks and jawline feel dry and stretched with visible pores. It's one of the most common and also one of the most frustrating pore types, especially for people who have a mix of skin concerns. That's because different areas of your face have different oil glands, moisture levels, and firmness. But what do most of us do? We panic about large pores and just slap over the same routine all over your face. The result, your T-zone gets even oilier, while your U-zone gets drier and starts to lose firmness. What you need here is a targeted routine based on each area's needs. Now I know that sounds like a lot of work. Who has time to spot treat every inch of their face, right? Don't worry, I've got a super doable, time-friendly routine you can actually stick to, even on your busiest days. So like I said earlier, always start with a pH balanced cleanser, then go in with a low concentration BHA toner, 0.5 to 1.5%. As long as the percentage isn't too high, it's usually fine to use BHA in your U-zone too, especially since most BHA toners these days come with hydrating ingredients. But if your U-zone is very sensitive or dry, skip the BHA and go with a hydrating toner instead. Use vitamin C 10 to 20% in the morning and niacinamide 2 to 5% at night. And at night, for that extra firming boost, add a little retinol serum on the cheeks and U-zone areas. It really helps with elasticity. Always finish with a light gel-based moisturizer. Whether it's day or night, gotta seal in that hydration. To sum it up, control oil in the T-zone, pore firmness in the U-zone. So far, we talked about how to take care of pores based on their type and structure. But now let's go over what to avoid if you really want healthier skin. Honestly, just skipping the bad stuff can already make a huge difference. But chances are, you're probably doing at least one of these without realizing it. I definitely did. First, skin barrier. You might think pore care is all about squeezing and scrubbing, but the real starting point, your skin barrier. If you destroy it chasing clear pores, your skin just produces more oil. That oil clogs and stretches your pores, creating a cycle that's hard to break. So yeah, harsh scrubs and peel off patches. Oh no. Second, your skin's pH. Healthy skin naturally sits in the slightly acidic range around pH 4.5 to 5.5. If you use alkaline soap or harsh cleansers, your skin starts freaking out like,
"Hey, I'm dry,"
and responds by pumping out even more oil. So when you're shopping for skincare, always check for words like pH balanced or low pH. It really makes a difference. Third, nighttime care matters big time. Your pores are actually more reactive at night than during the day. That's when oil production increases and skin goes into full repair mode. If you skip your routine during the day, don't stress, but at night, make it count. And pore care isn't something you do once and see instant results. It's all about consistency, so your skin learns the rhythm. Keep it regular, especially at night. And over time, your skin will start to balance itself out. Let's stop falling for those dramatic claims like,
My pores disappeared overnight.
or I.
Pulled everything out and now I have baby skin.
That's not how real skincare works. But I promise, if you follow the routine I've shared today, you will see results over time. I've seen it myself, and so have friends of mine. Look, skincare won't magically erase your pores. But if you take care of your skin constantly, gently, and in a way that makes sense for your skin, you can reduce their appearance and keep them under control. To help you get started, I put together some super useful resources below. Take a look and start building a routine that's right for your skin, one step at a time.